design and fabricate specialty installation pads. Call us today. We offer free delivery. Campbell Installation Specialist, LLC, 706-277-7968.
In Thursday's edition of the Daily Citizen, you'll find stories about a hoarding case out of Murray County involving 70 dogs who were removed from a property, a Dalton man arrested and charged with rape, and a Resaca teen arrested as a female relative accused him of sexual abuse, and a new sex education curriculum for Whitfield County elementary students starting in August. And that's today's news from the Daily Citizen. To read these stories and more, pick up a copy of today's paper, or you can visit us online at daltonnow.com.
If they ran a spy ring or informant ring within the Trump campaign, that is an absolute red line. As claimed by the president's suggestion by Giuliani that there is a political spy embedded in the Trump campaign is nonsense.
I brought a hat too, a Russian hat. I mean, if you can't beat them, join them.
Holding them accountable. Sean gets the answers no one else does. Freedom is back in style. Welcome to the revolution.
Sean, very happy to be here. Thanks to Sean for allowing me to drive the mothership today as we head on into Memorial Day weekend. How are you? 800-941-SEAN is our number, 800-941-7326. And you can find me on social media. You can tweet at me. Be nice. At Monica Crowley, on Facebook at Monica Crowley NY for New York, and on Instagram at Monica Crowley _ We put up a cute little video before I began the program today, so you can see me behind Sean's incredible microphone and some behind-the-scenes shots of us here in the studio before we did the show today. So please check that out at Monica Crowley _ on Instagram. Also, I've got a major column up at the Hill today, and I recommend it to you. Please take a look at it. It's at thehill.com, and it deals with the latest revelations on the Obama-era spying on Donald Trump and his campaign and his associates, with a particular focus on Obama's CIA Director John Brennan and his CIA, and the groundwork that they laid early on that may have kicked in to allow the kind of abuses that we're starting to see come to light now. So you can see that column at thehill.com right now. It's also on my Facebook page at Monica Crowley NY. Earlier in the show, I also mentioned the latest on the Harvey Weinstein saga. The New York Daily News was the first to report that Harvey is scheduled to surrender to authorities tomorrow in New York. There had been a story yesterday that the feds had opened a federal investigation into Weinstein, which was, as I said, it was unusual because for sex crimes and that sort of thing, those are usually investigated at the state and local level. So a federal investigation was unusual. But now the New York Times is reporting that the reason the feds have now opened this investigation is because they're not just looking at sex crimes, but they're also now investigating stalking, felony stalking, I think, and some financial improprieties on the part of Harvey, and I guess on the part of his businesses. This now being reported by the New York Times. This comes as CNN reported today about the actor Morgan Freeman, 8 women accusing him of inappropriate behavior, sexual harassment, etc. Morgan Freeman has now issued a statement apologizing for any inappropriate behavior. I don't think we're anywhere near the end of this. And I think, we mentioned Harvey Harvey is the benchmark of really bad behavior and possibly criminal behavior, as is now being investigated. He's been accused of rape, sexual assault. That's the benchmark, Harvey Weinstein. So he may very well be held accountable. Looks like the NYPD was preparing to arrest him anyway, which is why he's going to surrender to them tomorrow. 800-941-7326. I want to get to some of these good economic numbers and what we're seeing politically. But there's a story that caught my eye today from the Daily Caller, great website, which I think I'm a little surprised. Well, maybe I'm not so surprised given the subject matter, but this story actually should be getting a lot more traction, which is why I want to bring it to you today. The Daily Caller is reporting that they reported this a couple of days ago, A couple of days ago, the article is written by Richard Pollack. He posted it on May 17th, and it was just brought to my attention today. The Washington Post and 11 other American media outlets and internet companies hired a major Russian IT firm. Daily Caller reports a dozen major American media and internet outlets hired a Russian company called East Bank Technologies to help with IT and web services, according to a Daily Caller News Foundation investigation. The companies include the Washington Post, Time, Newsweek, Slate, Facebook, AOL, Comcast, and U.S. News and World Report. Former U.S. intel officers slammed the media companies for hypocrisy in retaining a Russian firm while criticizing others who even have tangential ties to Russians. They also considered their decision to trust their web backend to a foreign company very naive. So this was a very interesting article, and I think if you have a chance to check it out at the Daily Caller, you should, because Michael Waller, who's on the editorial board of NATO's Defense Strategy Communications Journal, he's quoted as saying this: let's say you're Newsweek, and you have a reporter who's been there for a long time, who's built his career with sources within the CIA. Wouldn't you, if you were Russian intelligence, want to know who his sources are within the CIA? Yeah.
All this damn traffic.
So, let's get this straight. All of these left-wing media companies are pounding the Trump-Russia collusion lie and basically saying everything that is Russian, even Russian dressing, is bad. And at the same time, their companies were relying on a Russian company to do key web and internet work for them. Sure looks like a lot of left-wing media is a tool of Russia, right? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. These people in the media using this Russian IT firm while pounding Trump into the ground, these people are true useful idiots. As Vladimir Lenin once called the folks in the left who fell in love with Marxism and socialism and promoted it everywhere in the West, doing the dirty work of the Soviets, doing the dirty work of the Marxists. Useful idiots. Here you do. Here you go. You got another whole batch of them right here. So, moving on to the American political landscape. Very interesting dynamic going on. You know this much-hyped blue wave supposedly coming in November? Myth or reality? Sounds like it could be a reality show. Myth or reality, blue wave? Well, now it looks more and more like it was, or it could be, a myth. Probably never was a reality to begin with, based on where the country is. Check out these latest polls. Pretty significant. A Reuters poll released in the last couple of days. Reuters, a left-wing organization, no friend of Donald Trump, no friend of Republicans, no friend of conservatives. They have a rolling poll on the generic ballot for Congress. Would you vote for a Republican or Democrat for Congress in November? No names, just the generic poll. These numbers, this is the result of the poll that ended on Monday of this week. Reuters found that the Republicans on the generic ballot now hold a 6-point advantage.
Look at all this
That
damn
is
traffic.
stunning. over the last year or so, we have seen the Democrats